cool. I see the lights. So, all right, man. So I'm gonna do a full walkthrough of this cabinet with you guys from my Facebook and from my YouTube also. This is my extension cabinet, but I want you to shoot to the back right here. So what we got is 2 LED strips. These are just insignia strips. These, you know, don't cost very much at all. They're USB powered. And what I did down here was do a 2-sided Velcro for the surge protector unit. It does have 2 USB-A ports on it, so that's powering the strips. What else I got? I have power for the TV. There's a 32-inch TV. I used to have a 27-inch monitor, but I got a 32-inch TV there now. It's a Samsung. So its power block has been, you know, Velcro, like a 2-sided sticky. That's there. Zip that up just to manage the cable. This is marquee right here. It's white, sticks out like a sore thumb, but kind of is what it is. And then I got power for the PlayStation. That's there. And then I got an Ethernet going from my living room. I'll drill a hole in the wall over the weekend so that it can just run through flush. Because right now what I got under there is a PlayStation 4. And so I'm gonna take you guys around to the front of this thing. And so it's the extension cabinet. Got, let me move this, slide this around. Get a better look at this. Put this up. Did the marquee come on?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Hit the switch.
It's on there.
All right, so marquee's on. So extension cabinet. This is in my opinion, a Vewlix clone. 2 doors down here. What I have down here now is a standard PlayStation 4, and there's going to be a PC coming soon. I got a inexpensive PC build that I'm working on, try to budget around $600 to $700. But I got space down there for that. So what I did was I was going to, you know, fork out $450 and get the stick that they have available for this, which would have gave me 2 soundless sticks and 2 sets of 8 buttons. This whole piece came up. I did bolt it down. I shared this on my Facebook. I may put this video on my YouTube just as an update for modifications for this. But I took this piece off. You have 4 bolts, 1 on each corner. This whole piece of wood comes out. It's as thick as you see right here. And I essentially made an attempt to create the holes. This template came from an arcade stick. I'll show this because I've had people asking me. This was the arcade stick the template came from. It's a Vewlix stick. These cost a few $100s. All right. Qualities, it was nice stick, really nice stick. Sound, it was Xbox 360, but so I took the template up. I used white chalk to outline the buttons, and I attempted to cut. It was my first time ever doing something like this. Didn't come out. It came out looking nice, but it didn't work. Just because I didn't think about this thin metal being as thin as it is versus me cutting wood that's probably 8 times to maybe 10 or 12 times thicker than what the metal is. And so the buttons just didn't fit. So what we ended up doing was cut out a full, and I can't show you all of this unfortunately, but again, I'm posting this on my Facebook also, and most of my friends there have seen this. Cut the whole bottom. I just cut a big block out because in that cabinet, or in that stick that I just showed you, that piece of plastic that held this template, it has a big opening, and that opening is just for the bottom of this stick, which looks like this on the bottom. If you've never seen this stick, this is literally what's under this ball top, right? In the bottom, the buttons, the 8 buttons, they aren't as deep as this. So the clearance needed was just so that this could, you know, kind of rest down, right? So I cut an opening, and this has 8 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had to use a drill bit, create holes there, pushed it down, and this is what you get. I can pull this up now. This is where it gets a little ghetto, and I'm totally cool with this because this is what adds character to this. And I didn't come up with this, but my wife did, because I had some people asking me like, well, how am I gonna get the wiring? And my thought was just to gut the stick. You have it on here, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not important in this video like this is. I was just gonna gut what was inside of this, right? And just put it in there. Now I already had a stick that was modified. It was a 360 stick, and I had a Mortal Kombat X controller put into it. By chance, I have a lot of these parts laying near. One of these, okay? This one is intact, but when this controller came out some 2 years ago, whenever it was, I had one of these cracked open, and I had it put into an arcade stick, right? So in the stick that I'm talking about, that's actually in here. And I said this is where it gets ghetto because it's kind of like a Frankenstein, but it works. So you got a 360 board in there, and then you have one of the inside of this controller is inside of the thing that's I'm pointing at, right? And the reason I did that is because it essentially gave me Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4, which at the time were the 3 platforms fighting games were played on. So I got this template here, and I got these buttons. The bottom of these buttons have 2 connectors, and I essentially have that all being routed from here. There's a full arcade stick case down in here, and I have my live button right here that I'm able to touch. The only thing that I'm using from this stick is just the wires. Now I played around with the idea of getting a Brook converter. The Brook converter would have cost me $100, and I would have just had to buy harness and things like that. I wanted this to be as inexpensive as possible. And so I have been able to successfully do this project with a total of about 70 bucks. It cost me $40 to get the jigsaw drill, or whatever the fuck you call it. I guess it's a saw. It was $10 for the drill bits, and then I paid like $20 for the mount. So I want to take a look at this TV. This is a 32-inch Samsung. Now Rec Room Masters, which is the company that manufactures this product, they say that if you want to stand to the side because you're getting glare from yourself, you don't need a reflection. When you put a monitor or a TV that has HDMI ports on the back, you essentially have to modify or cut the back. I didn't have to do that. What I was able to do was, I'll move this, you want to go around to the back so you can see to the back. Where you see these 4 pins, what I did was I put a 13 to 39-inch wall mount on the back of this piece of wood. Can you see my finger? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's just hanging there, right? And all I did was just use those 4 locks to secure the screws for that. I put the wall mount brackets on the back of the TV, and it was just able to hang. So I think it would be really important if Rec Room Masters, I know they'll probably never see this video, but for anyone that's interested or looking at this, you can get any kind of TV that will fit. I also did have to invest into a 90-degree HDMI coupler. So that's something you will need, okay? Because you can't plug an HDMI in if it's in the back. It just won't fit. But a coupler lays it flat 90 degrees, right? So that's that. Yeah, works pretty good, and everything is all good. Let me see if I can boot it up. The Street Fighter in there now?
It is.
It is? Okay. So you can record this. You don't have to have that on me. And you don't have to stand in front of it. So I do have a remote for the TV. So that makes it super convenient too. I was using a 27-inch for the longest, and the 32-inch just, man, it makes it so much more full. The only thing that I have to do for this is get me a piece of fuck do they call it? Tempered glass or yeah, tempered glass. The one that I have was scratched up, so I need to get another piece of that. Yeah, but this bad boy should probably takes a long time to load up just because it's connected to like a server and whatnot, but it works good. What's the video timer at?
10:40.
All right, cool. It's at 10:40. Yeah. So I'm gonna let this load up and just kind of show you guys. This thing is great though. So, like I said, keeping it cheap for me was just using parts that I had already, and this is what I wanted anyway. When I made the review, which is 2-3 videos ago, if you're going by my YouTube catalog, I said that I didn't buy this for me to share with anybody. This is literally what I wanted just for myself, and so yeah, it works. Got this thing all centered, and the stick that it was in, like that case is not comfortable having on your lap. So, and then playing with this, like with the stick on top of it, you got to think like your stick is about this tall, so you're kind of playing like this, right? So it's nice because your stick has a grip to lay on a flat surface, but this is really flush. Like, this is like I can go to town, you know. And like I said, the 8 holes cut just pushed it in so that it lays, in my opinion, what I call flush. I told y'all Street Fighter takes freaking forever to come on. I have to log in and all that. So I'll go to training real quick just to show y'all, and that'll wrap this video up. But this is a big ass controller, man. That's what this is. It's okay. I thought the advertisement shit was over.
Do not hesitate. Oh yeah.
About that. Perfect, man, but that's my mod, man. I don't know, man. I guess I'll hit y'all in another couple of months on YouTube or whatnot if I decide to do anything else. Using TV audio right now, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest in getting like a small Vizio soundbar, something that just fits up there. Don't need anything too crazy, and then I just need to get a tempered glass, and that's it, man. But like, I got like, it's hacked up and it works. Like my guide button is right here. I don't have anything crazy here. This is pretty damn flush. Like you see, I just when I hit buttons, I hit pretty hard. So it's pretty good, man. That's all I got, man. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.